So the house that Chrisean was renting is now up for sale and people are saying she's getting evicted. Y'all want to talk about the facts? Let's joust.
Come on, Blazer.
It's a beef for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Voodoo Doll TV back with a quick little jokes or whatever the case may be. And we talking about Chrisean Rock and her alleged eviction from the property that she's renting. Now, let me just say this first. Chrisean has been on tour, having a great time. She just left Baltimore. Ain't that how y'all say it up there? She just left Baltimore with Sexy Red. They was out there doing their shows. She's getting to the money. She's doing what she needs to do to secure the bag. Now, normally in any other situation, I'll be saying, where is Jesus Jr.? But not today, because we have other fish to fry. Jesus Jr. is where he at, and he at where he be. You know what I'm saying? Moving on. So, now Chrisean Rock, like I said, has been getting to her money, going on these shows. And I don't know if y'all recall this, but Chrisean Rock had moved into this house. Let me get the video. So now Chrisean Rock, I want to say a month or so ago, moved into this home in LA, a nice, beautiful home. And she went on live to show everybody how excited she was and how happy she was to be in her home. Let's take a listen to the video.
Yo, I want to cry, guys. So, I got my first key. Somewhere I can call home and never get kicked out of. Somewhere I can call home and never get kicked out of. Somewhere I can call home and never get kicked out of. I'm shaking. I'm trying to put the key in the motherfucking door. I'm like, shaking. I'm shaking, y'all. Oh my God. 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 Rock. Hey, Rock. Talk about me dragging, yo. Talk about me and the baby dragging.
So you guys remember that video, and that was when she got the house and she was basically telling people she bought the house. Now I did a video on this. Carlissa has spoke out about her in this house, and Carlissa even said that she didn't buy the house. She said there's no way, because when you buy a house you get the folder, you get this, that, and the third. And because Carlissa get on my nerves, I was like, yeah, you probably right, or you is right as a person who owns a home. But I was just like, you know what, shut up, mind your business. You know what I'm saying? The girl got a roof to put over her head. So I know y'all recall that. Now, fast forward, there's rumors, well, not even rumors. The house has been listed up for sale. Let's get that up here.
Like, how cool is this fucking house? The pool. I kind of fucked up the pool. I've been coming to my backyard and it been therapy for me. Like, I'll be just chilling in my backyard. Okay, let me show you the speakers. So I got a surround sound at the basketball court through the whole entire house. Like, how cool is this fucking house? The pool. I kind of fucked up the pool. I've been coming to my backyard and it been therapy for me. Like, I'll be just chilling in my backyard. Okay, let me show you the speakers. So I got...
All right, so you guys just seen that video. It was basically detailing the house and how it is up for sale, obviously with the playback of Chrisean talking about how happy she is about her house. So let me just say this. I knew that she didn't buy the house. Whack 100 came out and said she didn't buy the house. Carlissa came out and said she didn't buy the house. But Chrisean was going around saying that she bought the house. Like, I can never get kicked out of, and blah, 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 blah. A lot of people was like, she did buy it, she did. Some people was like, she didn't. And then some people were just like over it. And it was just like, girl, look, it don't matter. Like me, I was over it. Long as she got a roof over her head. Now, I want to get into the details of this thing, right? Because there's stuff going around online saying that she's being evicted. And I'm saying, well, selling the home and eviction, that's two different things, right? Because an owner of a home, if I rent out my house, I can sell it whenever I'm ready, whether I have a tenant in there or not. That has no bearing on the tenant on my end. Let me just say that. However, the eviction part I didn't find. So what I did find was the listing. So let's look at the listing. Here's the listing for the home, and it looks to be a home that goes on and off the market frequently, right? You can see down here in, what is that, June, it was listed, and then June, it was listed for sale, at first June 28th, and then they turned around and listed it for rent June 28th on the same day. Now, at the time, the rent was $13,000. Well, move around in August, the house goes up for sale again on August 10th. They upped the price, or they lowered the price, to $26,900. And then on the same day, they put it up for rent again, but they was cheaper on the rent. It went to $12,000. Now in September, they removed the listing for rent, which was the $12,000. That was September 16th. And then on September 25th, they removed the listing altogether. So it looks like they removed both the rental and the sale listing. Now, it was relisted October 20th, 2023, and that was for sale. Now, to me, it looks like it was removed around the time Chrisean moved in, which would be around the September-ish time frame. And now today, or yesterday on the 20th, it is now back up for sale. Now, let me just say this first. First of all, these people, whoever are the owners of this house, look like they rent and sell. Like the house goes back and forth. It's like a ping pong at this point. And I did hear a live that Whack 100 did, where he was basically saying, yo, like, I know that she didn't buy that house because that's one of the houses that we all rent. Me, Red J, we done all rented that house for like video shoots, for whatever, like parties, whatever we do. So he already exposed that she didn't buy the house because the house was a rental house. Now, the thing about that is we have to get into the education behind this stuff, right? So I went over to Chrisean.com. You know, that's the people who basically monitors your credit. Yay. I went over there and I said, let's educate the people on how this works. Because in my opinion, and what I know of, just because you sell a house doesn't mean that the tenant is necessarily evicted. Now, what happens when the new owner gets it? That's something different. But let's go ahead on and read. It says, what to do if your landlord decides to sell your home. Quick answer is, if your landlord is selling your home, there's a chance you'll be able to continue renting, though the terms of your lease may change. In some cases, the new owner may choose not to renew your lease when it expires. State laws should clarify how much notice the landlord is required to give you beforehand. Now, basically what this means is, if you own a piece of property and you have people who are renting, when you sell that property, that person who's renting still has a lease that is binding. Now, the new owner could say, I'm not going to renew it. However, they still have a binding contract, which is the lease. So the person who's living in that home is technically not evicted. So just because the house is up for sale at the moment does not mean she was evicted. I saw that a lot of places and I kind of wanted to clear that up. But there's another piece I wanted to show you. Hold on. Now, in the second part of the article, it says, can a landlord sell a home they're renting? And this is what I want to get into with you guys so y'all can understand the legalities of the thing. The article goes on to say, can a landlord sell a home they're renting? The simple answer is yes. The landlord owns the home they're renting out, and they're free to do with it as they wish, which includes selling it. Don't expect to be evicted the next day. However, if you have a lease that hasn't expired, the contract will most likely be considered legally binding. I just said that. Then it also goes on to say, for renters on a month-to-month lease with the owner, most states require the landlord to provide a tenant with a 30-day notice to vacate, according to National Association of Realtors. So basically, what they're saying is, hey, look, if the people who own the home decides to sell it, that's fine. However, if your contract or your lease isn't up, it's legally binding. So she doesn't have to move. So we got that part cleared up. She's not evicted. This was the part that I wanted to get into though. When she came out saying that she bought the house and people were saying that she didn't buy the house, Chrisean was on that wave of I bought it. It wasn't until people were like basically exposing it. I think her address got exposed online one time when she first got the house, because people could see, you know, people are weird with this internet stuff. Like they can literally look behind in your background and see where you at. It's weird and it's scary if you ask me. So she was doxxed at the beginning, and some people are figuring, hey, maybe she moved because you bitches doxed her address. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. But I don't know if she moved. I'm trying to figure out where this whole narrative of she's evicted and she moved. She's right now on tour, so I'm confused as to where that narrative is coming from. But let me say this. When I saw that she bought that house, and me looking at how much that house was listed for, I'm saying, why would she pay that much money in rent? And I'm not even bashing her for renting a house. I don't even care, because some people just don't want to own a home, and I get that. But my question is, why spend that much money in rent on a home when Chrisean doesn't have steady income day to day? Chrisean does shows. Chrisean's got the baddies. She's got all of that. But what kind of income would she have to afford a home like that, 12 months out of the year? And this is not to bash her. I'm just trying to be educational on this thing, because a lot of people live above their means or beyond their means just to keep up with the Joneses and the social media people. And to me, it's not even that deep. You know what I mean? And then ultimately, I knew she didn't buy the house from the beginning because she ain't even got the credit to buy no house like that. Girl, come on now. We all knew Chrisean did not have the credit to buy that house. I'm sorry. But it's just like living above your means, trying to stunt on the gram or whatever. She could have got something modest, and that's just my opinion. But hey, that's her life, her money, her business. I'm just giving y'all my opinion because that's why I have a channel. Now, I had to go check and see what the people had to say about what was going on with Chrisean. Now, let's go take a look at that. So now, first and always first to comment is Tammy Roman. I think she really has a thing with Chrisean. She likes her. But anyway, she said she did a couple photo shoots and a few videos at this house. Maybe she rented it for that purpose, and her actual home she hasn't shown. You'd be surprised how many people do that. But whatever the reason, she has a small child. Maybe this address shouldn't have been made public. Yeah, because the listing obviously has the address. So now Super, that's the girl from New Orleans, she said it's them looking up her info. Like, why is that their business? Y'all know how these people is, girl. Let's move on. So now this person says, just because it's relisted for sale does not mean that she no longer lived there. Didn't I just say that? She said it just means that her current rental agreement and terms will move on to the new homeowner and have to be upheld by them. In other news, I would literally move once y'all post my address online for the world to see, knowing I have myself a kid living there. And a kid living there. This girl is absolutely right, but I think she had already been doxxed before that. Like when she first, like the second or third day she was doxxed. But somebody replied to her comment. So the first person says houses can be sold while someone is written, and she put the laughing emoji. The second person said she bought this home, but the little blogs did digging, so she started changing the story. That's facts. He said, however, I can't believe this page posted this. I understand the smaller ones because they don't care, but this is reaching a lot of people, and people can figure out where she lives now. It's irresponsible. She got a baby too. That's facts. Moving on. Now this person says renting a house for $19K a month, stunting for people on the internet, and revenge will leave you dead broke. That is facts. The next person says she already said she paid the rent up for 12 months and she trying to do a rent to own, but she doesn't know if she want to stay in LA. This blog page really don't like her. So if she was paying $19K a month, let's just say 20 times 12. Hold on, let me do the math. So you guys are gonna make me believe that Chrisean at $19K a month paid a rent all the way up for a year that was almost $240,000. Y'all, if y'all believe them reality people make that type of money, then I got a will to sell you in my backyard. It's in the pool. Hit me up in the back channel. You know what I'm saying? Because this don't even make no sense. Let's move on. So now this person says there was not a reason to rent a $20K a month home. Literally could have had a fly ass condo or mini mansion or something. Stop doing shit for the internet. I agree. Then the second person said, first off, it's definitely smart to lease and write off the house as a deduction. There is a legal way, especially if the lease isn't in her name. But to say she needs an advisor versus you staying out of her business is hilarious. Now let me say this. The second girl made a point. She could use the house for business purposes. You know how like people can basically go to strip clubs and throw money and write it off on their taxes because it's a part of entertainment, which is a part of their business. She could definitely do that. But I would bet a nickel. No, I would bet my life savings that Chrisean ain't that smart. We've seen Chrisean. I'm sorry. I just gotta be real. So I don't think that's possible. I don't think it happened. I'll just say that. Now the next person says, no way y'all just posted her home. I'm not Chrisean's biggest fan, but this is too far. I agree because I feel like even though she was doxxed at first, putting it on a gossip page as big as the neighborhood talk could be like bad. It really could. I know 9mag was the people who had posted it first, but neighborhood talk, y'all gotta tread life at, because if that girl get with the right people, they can come take y'all head off. You know what I'm saying? As far as lawsuits is what I'm talking about. I'm just saying. Moving on. So another person says, or she could have left that location because her location was compromised. She has a child now. Look how fast y'all posted this shit. The girl's safety is still important. All this for some content and likes. Shake my head. The next person said, I tried to tell everyone she was capping. That house was being rented. Now it's being put back on the market, which means she hadn't been making her rent payments. Not true. I honestly don't feel bad for her. Blue said she would be blowing through the money, then would say he keeps it for himself. He might tell a joke, but that man ain't lied yet. Now that part, the back part, the bottom part is right. The front part is wrong saying, you know what I'm saying? That means she ain't paying her rent. That ain't got nothing to do with it. But the bottom part when he said, Blue might be saying a lot of jokes, but he ain't lied yet. The man has been upfront and forthcoming with literally everything and everybody. So I don't understand why everybody's making this big of a deal. Moving on. So let's head over to TikTok to see what this person who probably is not, I ain't gonna say nothing. Let's just head over to TikTok.
He ain't no good. He ain't no good. He ain't no good, girl. Welcome to She Wants to Gossip, y'all. Okay, so Chrisean Rock didn't pay her rent. So it's listed as property history. On October 20, 2023, relisted $2,690,000. Like, oh my gosh, girl. If she is so rich, y'all, why she didn't pay her bills? $2 million ain't nothing to her. They're showing pictures of the photos of the house listing. By the way, I don't like the way she carrying her baby. Like, me, I would not carry my baby like that. Just hangling. And then she got on a jacket. Like, I know that baby can't breathe. She got that baby too close to her silk. All that jewelry on, hurting that baby ears. Like, come on. Then you got nails on. That baby been through a lot, y'all. If Chrisean Rock couldn't take care of no dog, what makes y'all think she gonna take care of baby? Her closet was full of Fashion Nova. It don't even look like she has anything in her closet, to be honest. I was gonna let it slide because she was just moving in, but for her to be with Blueface, or for her to say she got all this money, she be posting all this money, like, your closet should not be this empty. That's sad.
Now, at first, I wasn't going to drag this TikToker because I tried not to drag the people in the comments. No, I'll be dragging them on Twitter. But then after I listened to the whole video, I got to say what I got to say. First of all, I hate when people speak out of ignorance. That is why whenever I speak about something, especially something like legal or educational, I like to pull up receipts so y'all can see it ain't my opinion. This girl started off the video talking about, you ain't paid your rent. I thought you was rich. You sound like a hating ass bitch, whoever this person is. You sound like a hating ass bitch. You over here judging Chrisean, and you probably laid up on Section 8. I can hear it in your voice. I can hear it in the AC in the window. And now you over here bringing it from the house to the baby. Oh, look how she holding that baby. That poor baby. She got too much clothes on that baby. You know. And she got nails. Girl, shut your ass up. And I gotta help up for Chrisean right here, because let me tell you something. It's a difference in criticism and hating. This bitch right here is hating. And I'm saying that to say because nothing she said was true, number one, as far as the house. And then secondly, how the hell you get to the baby and we talking about the house? Y'all bitches is mad weird. I'ma just say that. Now, a lot of people, a lot of the Christianimals that get in here and say, well, you be hating. Let me tell you something. Call it what you want, but what you will call it is facts. What I speak is facts. It's sometimes you bitches don't want to hear it, but I don't just drag the girl. I don't talk about her looks. I don't talk about anything she got going on. Oh, I thought you had money. I don't do all of that. I tell y'all the facts that a lot of you heifers don't be wanting to hear. So there's a difference. This person right here is just finding a reason to drag, and you can tell it's somebody who's miserable within their own lives. Talking about she got Fashion Nova in her closet. You could tell she ain't had no clothes. Girl, go lay down. The moral to the story is, y'all, let me just say this. Chrisean Rock is on the road doing shows trying to get to the bag. Who knows if she's still there? I'm not sure. I don't live in California or Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? If she isn't there, then kudos to her, because not everybody in the black community got your address. And you know, locations in this day and age being compromised is very, very scary. At the end of the day, Chrisean, the blog page said you needed a financial advisor. I personally would suggest the same if you do not have one. Because, and the only reason I'm saying you may not have one is because the amount of rent you were paying for that home was not conducive to the amount of money you make, i.e. your income. Get somebody to fix up your credit fat, you know what I'm saying? So you can go ahead and rent these homes and do what you got to do. I'm not dragging you or judging you for not buying. Everybody don't want to buy no goddamn house. So I understand that part. But what I am saying is, Chrisean, you do need to go get somebody to help you with your money, help you with your finances, to help you balance your books, help you understand taxes, because they gonna come get their money too. The money people, the IRS, they gonna knock on your door like that. You know what I'm saying? Go get somebody to help you with what's going on. And to the people out here saying the girl was evicted because she didn't pay her rent and that's why they put it up for sale, y'all do y'all due diligence and go do the research before you just run and just say anything. Anyway, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this, man. Y'all don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on all of the platforms, whoop de whoop de whoop. And I see y'all hoes later. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.